up, everybody? Sorry for the delay. Go ahead and make sure you hit that like button and everything, folks. I'll be right there. The stream will be starting very shortly. What's up, everybody? How are you all doing today? Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. In case you don't know, my name is Trinity, and thank you all so much for being here today. We are going to, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna do my 500 subscriber giveaway. You know, I've been something I've been meaning to do. I just haven't had a chance to do, and finally I went through and picked the names. You know, threw them all into a randomizer and everything, and I got the names picked out. And we're gonna do that in just a little while. We're gonna do that in just a little while. First, I want to talk about some other things before we get into all that. You know, let's see what else is there to talk about. Well, I was thinking we'd probably go over some comic books here, but give me just a second here where I can. No, that's not gonna work, is it? How about we don't show that? I don't know if I can do this here. How am I going to do this? Okay, we're going to add. But anyway, yeah, guys, smash that like button. Here in a little while, we are going to do this giveaway. Now, I got a video getting ready to release as soon as we're done here. It's getting ready to drop here at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be dropping a video on this mystery box that I got when I was at Comic-Con last weekend, and we're gonna get it's gonna drop here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for you guys. Well, basically for you all, it'll be in an hour. We're gonna go ahead and there we go. We're gonna check. We can check that out, so make sure you stay tuned. But we're going to do this giveaway. Here we're going to go ahead and go over some of the comic books that are getting ready to release this week. And in just a little while, I'm going to go over and do the giveaway, announce the winners for the giveaway that I was doing for my 500 subscriber giveaway. That was for a copy of Secret Life of Pets 2, Alita Battle Angel, and John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. So I got the names all picked out. We're all ready to go. I mean, it took me a little while. I mean, I think we actually hit those 500 subscribers 3 weeks ago, and then we hit it 3 weeks ago, and then I was going to do it the very next week. So it's been 2 weeks since I was supposed to do the announcement, which is fine because we've had plenty of new subscribers since then. I actually just hit 600 today, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here and being subscribed and checking out the channel. I do greatly appreciate all of you, and that's, I just do these giveaways as, just stuff to give away, because I have, some of these digital codes and stuff to do some of these things, so, that come with the movies I order. So I give those away for you guys. It's not to gain subscribers here. My channel's not big enough to get people to come here just for these silly giveaways. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead and do this here. Let's see if we can get these things to pull up here. So yeah, where are we at here? Nope. Desktop. Boom. Oh, it's not gonna. All right, this thing's gonna be. It's gonna play hard to get on me here. Okay. Sorry about this, folks. Sorry about this. Let me see. How's that gonna work for here for me? Um, browse. Why won't it let me select all of them? Okay. I guess we're gonna have to forget about this for just a second here. Let's see, where's it? Oh, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. There we go. Now I got him. Oh, it's not gonna let me do. Okay. Add files. And there we go. All right. Now I think we're all ready to go, folks. Sorry about the delay here. Sorry, it took me a minute because I had to take a minute to get all these things um, pulled up here in the first place. Oh man, see, and now it's wanting to do this to me. You see what I'm saying? Oh, these dang things. Okay, let's see here. How we're gonna get that down to size there. Okay, here we go. Now we're almost there, guys. I'm sorry. This is probably like the worst live stream ever. And I appreciate you guys for being here and being patient with me and not cursing at me in the comments. Though you might be. I see some people being live there in the chat. Boom. Booyah. Okay, no, that's not where we're at here. Now we need to go in here to the options and get that to um, slide mode, manual. There we go. Okay. Now I can't remember how did I do these. I'm gonna have to go back in here into my hotkeys and find out how I had everything going in here. Where are we at? Next slide. It's going to be no. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. This one be that one. Okay, there we go. Boom, we got it all up. Okay, here's our comic previews for this week. Here's what's coming up. Okay, sorry about that. Now we're all ready to go. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's see who all we got here. Wookie Lives Matter. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. Rev Kev Reviews. What's going on here, man? Let's see. Tarazan, thank you so much for being here. Tornado watch here. So if I duck out early, that's why. Gotta love Texas. Oh yeah, man. Oh, that's fun. I grew up in Kansas, so I totally know exactly what you're talking about. I was pretty much right there in Tornado Alley, and yeah, that was always a bunch of fun going through all that. Um, so let's see here. Um, oh, let me pop out the chat because it's a little easier to go through the chats that way. And we'll take this down here. And then we'll stretch that out so I can read that just a little bit easier. But yeah, tornadoes are definitely something fun to have to deal with all the time. Man, yeah. I almost, it's funny because I live here in Southern California and have for a while now. I almost kind of miss them. You know what I mean? Oh, dang it. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Now let's go back to where we were supposed to be at. Okay, here we are with our comic books. We got these are on Image Comics. Tom the comic book nerd says, "Just noticed you're 601 now." Wow, man! Like I don't know, man. Sometimes like it's going crazy all of a sudden. It's going crazy, and that's awesome. And that's thanks to you guys for getting here on my live streams, watching my videos, and all that kinds of stuff. So yeah. Wookie Lives Matter says, "Stay safe, Tara." Certainly, Tara. Definitely stay safe. I mean, as much as you are probably used to tornadoes and everything. Anyway, I mean, hey, it always you still got to remain safe anyway. So yeah, man, I remember one year when I was growing up. We lived 13 miles out in the country. I walked outside, and you ever seen the movie, the first X-Men movie? Remember when when they're coming up to the Statue of Liberty, and Storm sits there and drops all those tornadoes out of just out of nowhere. Like walked out my front yard and we seen some of that stuff, like a bunch of the funnel clouds forming, and there was like one of them that was hitting in the background. There was You could see a whole bunch of them forming though, just kind of like that movie. So like I remember seeing that when I was a kid, and I was like, I guess I wasn't a kid, I was a young man at that point, but I was like, holy crap! Like I've basically seen that before in real life, where you see just that many tornadoes coming to hit down. Um, So yeah, definitely stay safe. Nathan Big Game says, "I go Aquaman from you. I want to win again." Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like I said, I've got some of the names picked out here. Yeah, I was gonna say you got Aquaman, and man, yeah, awesome. I was gonna say I know I've had a few other giveaways, that I've done giveaways on. So yeah. Rev Kev says, "Congrats on 600." Well, thank you. And like I said, that just happened today, and it was 3 weeks ago that I hit 500. So that's not bad. Ever since I hit 500, it seems like it's kind of been growing a lot since then. You know what I mean? And like I said, you guys being here helps stuff like that along, man. You guys being here watching the videos, like helping me increase my watch time by sitting here and watching like my videos, like the full length of them, whether it's like a 5 minute video or a 10 minute video. When you sit there and watch the whole length of them, it kind of helps out, the algorithm too. It makes my watch time go up, which, is kind of, really that's on the creator, like if you're going to make a 10-minute video, you got to make it 10 minutes worth of watching. It can't just be a bunch of, he hawing around, that's like, you got to, so, anybody can do that, I would say, you're onto something, I guess. And apparently I must be onto something, because you awesome people show up to, support me and watch my videos. And I do greatly appreciate that once again. Revka says, technology. Yeah, I'm not the best at it. Believe me, there's, like I said, I'm right. I'm on the cusp of being young enough to really be down with the technology and all that stuff. But like people 5 years younger than me, man, like they're on it. They know what they're doing. And people even younger than that, like I did a Facebook Live video earlier on my personal Facebook page for my friends, and maybe that's how I hit 600, because I was talking to them, my Facebook friends, did a live video on there. I was talking about my YouTube channel, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe some of my actual friends came over here, did what I said, and subscribed. And if that's you, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. So, yeah, so that's pretty cool. We got some of the comic books going on right over here. Kind of going to go through a little bit of them. Just different ones going on here. This one right here on Image Comics, Pretty Violent. I heard this book was actually pretty good and pretty violent. Right? I know. I think, who would have thought? Who would have thought it was pretty violent? But I haven't read any of those. If you guys have read Pretty Violent, let me know down in the comment section. It seems to be, I don't know. Look, you can see kind of some of the art there on the front of it. I haven't read it. It looks like we've got Derek Hunter, Jason Young, and Spencer Holt working on that book. Rev Kev says we are even getting tornadoes here in my part of Canada. That's not been normal for us. Yeah, that actually doesn't sound normal at all for Canada. I would guess. I don't really know. I'm not sure how they are down there. Another one coming out here is Sharky issue number 6. I've heard from some people that Sharky has been pretty good, and of course is being done by it looks like by Mark Miller and Simone Bianchi. And the thing is, isn't Mark Miller the guy who did Kick Ass? I don't know. I could be wrong there. This one right here, God, what was this? Alien Resistance or something getting ready to come out. This one, look at that cover. That cover is actually pretty badass, if you ask me. Tom the Comic Book Nerd says, you deserve it. You're constantly pumping out content. I'm doing a lot of content. I mean, it's got to be good content to get people to watch it, though. You know what I mean? And apparently I'm doing okay because people are coming. I'm going to be working on here soon with the help of my awesome Patreon supporters. And if you guys want to become a Patreon supporter, you could always do that. There are links down in the description where you can go and become a monthly Patreon supporter if you'd like to. You can donate as little as oh no, not that. You can go and donate as little as $1 a month, or even more if you'd like to. You can make a one-time donation. You can even make a one-time donation through Streamlabs as well. But that's all up to you. And like, oh man, I can't get this thing to show right now. But yeah, you should definitely, if you want to do that and support the content, hey, that's awfully awesome of you, and I do greatly appreciate that. Terrazon says it's a scary feeling. I've luckily only been in two. Okay, well, yeah, I was gonna say it can be scary. I mean, I know there was plenty of times where like tornadoes like went like hit our house and went right over us and everything. Like I've sat there and seen them like forming right over our house before. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's not really anything you get used to, but like where we lived out in the country. My grandmother had she had a little. Storm shelter. They eventually built it underground. Now this book right here is on Dark Horse Comics. Is Count Crowley. This book right here is actually being written by what is his name? David Dasmalchian. Yeah, it says right there, Dasmalchian. He's the actor. He's been in a lot of movies. But I know the one thing I can remember for sure off the top of my head is Ant-Man. He was in the Ant-Man 1 and 2 movies where he was one of the guys part of the ex-con uh, people, the friends that Scott Lang makes there in the movie. Coffee Breath, what's up? How you doing? This right here's got a Hellboy issue coming out. I can't remember. I should have somehow wrote some of these names down so I could remember the names of some of these books coming out right here. This book right here is actually Tommy Gun Wizards. I read the first issue of that book, but I didn't read the second issue or anything. It kind of, I don't know. The first one, it was okay, but it was a lot to take in a first issue. Like the way the characters were introduced was like a lot of them really fast, and I had to keep flipping back to see who was who, and because other parts of the story, like they're not calling each other by name like throughout the whole book. Like they're not saying, "Hey Perry," blah blah blah. It's like they just kind of talk to each other. So it's I wouldn't I'm not sure that it's a writing fault or what the deal is. I couldn't remember them all. It was kind of but and also it didn't completely catch my interest as well. They're doing it's kind of like Prohibition days, and what they were selling was magic as opposed to bootleg magic as opposed to bootleg liquor. While liquor was also outlawed and everything as well. Al Capone was actually dealing in lick, which was this bootleg magic. So I don't know. It didn't really catch my interest, but I got IDW, GI Joe, some Marvel Action Spider-Man that's coming out on IDW as well. I mean, there's already enough Spider-Man titles out there, man. Do we need more being put out by IDW? Come on, guys. Come on, man. Wookie Lives Matter says natural disasters don't happen here. Oh. Well, the comic collector says, "What's up? How you doing?" Mikey L, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Wookie Lives Matter says, "When it does, the San Andreas has taken care of the California problem, and I'm kicking it in Arizona Bay." Yeah, and that's true. And I live just a couple miles away from the San Andreas fault right here, and yeah, it can it's crazy. Coffee Breast says Sharky looks cool. Yeah, yeah. I've heard it was pretty good. Killer Anthrax shirt. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I got that at the show. Got that at the show before. And a couple Sonic the Hedgehogs coming out. Got Return to Vader's Castle. This is number 4. It's been coming out on IDW Comics as well. I'm not sure. I haven't read that, but have any of you guys read that? This Vader's Castle, this Return to Vader's Castle. I'm not sure what that's all about. Into DC now. We got some Action Comics. Right here's the Aquaman annual coming out, written by Kelly Sue DeConnick. I'm not sure if anybody's reading Aquaman. Might be into that. Got some Batgirl, Batman Beyond. Batman Curse of the White Knight. I believe that's issue number 4 out of, I'm not sure how many they're doing in that series. I can't remember. Tom the Comic Book Nerd says, "Thankfully, I've never experienced a tornado. I genuinely don't think us Brits would cope. Everybody goes nuts when we even see a single snowflake." That's funny. Um, yeah, got books of magic coming out here as well. Checkpoint says they are testing the water to outsource the publishing. I bet DC will do the same. Yeah, I mean, I know they've been doing a lot of those. Like IDW does a lot of those kind of books anyway, where they're just like other people's franchises that they do stories for. Because I know they've been doing them for several of them. Like it looks like that uh, Darth Vader's one. It's on issue number 4. It looks like that's just one that they're doing. Right here, I believe this Swamp Thing. This is one of the dollar comics that DC is doing. They've been doing some dollar comics as well. You know, Marvel does the True Believers, where they're only $1. This is one reason why if you're just new into getting into reading, you want to go support your local comic book shop or don't know what to buy, anything like that. Go check out some of the classic stories for $1. You know, they're only $1. So you can go to your local comic book shop and buy issues like that for $1. You know, definitely, you know, it's a good value. It's a good thing. Got Flash issue number 81. Freedom Fighters number 10 here coming out, and this is God. What's this guy's name? Robert Venditti, who's writing this. I haven't been reading this series, but I've been reading Hawkman at the suggestion of Comic Man Jake here on YouTube. And I've actually liked Hawkman. It's pretty good. For some reason, it almost reminds me of like Captain America, what I've been reading in Captain America, maybe with like some Thor mixed in there, just kind of just the character himself, just kind of like that. I don't know. Hard to explain. But he was doing good on that. And this is number 10 of 12. So Freedom Fighters is getting ready to come to an end here pretty soon. Justice League Dark is getting ready to come out. Wookie Lives Matter says, I've been getting back into Top Cow's Witchblade. Oh, nice. Nice, cool. Martian Manhunter issue number 9 is getting ready to come out, and I believe that's 9 of 12. I think they're going to 12 on that one as well. Red Hood Outlaw number 39. Swamp Thing. Now, this one. Okay, this one's saying it's number 1 for 99. I'm not sure because I've seen they're probably doing one of them that's like a reprint and one, you know, maybe one that's you know, that one that was the dollar issue. I don't know, but got some more Swamp Thing getting ready to come out here. The Terrifics issue number 21. I don't read a whole lot of DC. What about you guys? I mean, let me know down in the comments below. You know, do you read DC? I don't read much DC. I mean, like I said, I read Hawkman. I've been reading that Deceased over there. That's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. Moving into Marvel, we got Lethal Protectors, Absolute Carnage, an Absolute Carnage tie-in there. Agents of Atlas, number 3 of 5, getting ready to come out this week as well. I haven't read any of those. Have you guys read Agents of Atlas? I don't know. I know that came kind of spinning out of the War of the Realms event that just happened not too long ago. Oh, this one right here, The Amazing Mary Jane. This one, you guys know I'm probably gonna buy this one. If not, I will definitely be reviewing this book right here on the channel. It's a number 1. It's The Amazing Mary Jane. And the thing that, the thing is right up there, if you notice, right under the number 1 there is the writer, is Lee Williams. And, guys, I haven't been a very big fan of Lee Williams' work. So, I'm buying this book to do a review on. All right? I mean, plain and simple. Plus, I don't know. It's a number 1. I mean, who knows? Will it go up in value? I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to sell it to somebody someday for a couple extra bucks. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see how it is. And like I said, I've got a review getting ready to come out that I did for Chastity issue number 2, which Chastity is a new series being published by Dynamite Comics that was written by Lee Williams as well. And issue number 2, I actually thought was okay. I actually thought issue number 2 was okay. We've also got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 32. Nick Spencer has been doing a pretty good job with Amazing Spider-Man over there, but I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep pulling this book. For one, there's a lot of Spider-Mans going on right now. A lot of Spider-Man series going on right now. I've been pulling this one and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I've been getting into more indies anyway, so I might not be pulling Amazing Spider-Man much longer. I might just be collecting this on trade paperbacks, which is a shame. Because I love Spider-Man, but there's just too much. There's just too much going on. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll cut something else instead. But part of the problem with that is that they keep taking Ryan Ottley off the book. Ryan Ottley needs to be drawing this book all the time. Do you guys read Amazing Spider-Man? If so, I mean, what have you guys thought about the art? I'm not saying the art has been bad in anything else. I'm just saying Ryan Ottley is that good, and they need to keep Ryan Ottley on this book instead of any of just what they're doing over there. Dang it, that's what I say anyway. I'm gonna see if I can do something else here. Let me see if I can get this just a little bit bigger there, and then I'll lock that down, and then I'm going to do this, and okay, there we go. That helps me out a lot. That helps. Okay, Bam. Okay, yeah. So, but Nick Spencer's been doing a good job. It's just a shame there's just far too much of it right now. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I would like to keep reading it, but I got to make budgetary cuts somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And plus, my local comic book shop, they're so awesome. They'll let me borrow it to read and do reviews on anyway. That's the cool thing. Then we've also got this one right here, The Amazing Spider-Man Full Circle. This book right here is actually it's gonna be a thicker book. I believe it's like $10 or $7.99 to get the one. This one has a bunch of different writers on it, and it sounds like they're kind of doing almost like a story that's telling a lot like just a tangled web of different adventures in Spider-Man's life, and you can see there on the cover they got some different things going on. Spider-Man's been gone through a lot out there in the first place. Um, let's see. Uh, Let's see. Wookie Lasmar says ICP has a few awesome comic books out. Yeah, I've seen they've actually been doing some. Ooh, look at this one right here, Contagion. Has anybody been reading this? I've been thinking about going to my LCS and seeing if I can borrow the first few issues of that to do some reviews on, because I haven't heard anybody talking about it. Has anybody checked out? But look at that cover though. That goes, like this kind of like crazy looking like messed up looking Moon Knight there. Looks kind of cool. Definitely not as cool as those DC covers have looked with their zombie-ized version of the heroes and villains that they've been doing. Coffee Breath says some Batman stuff, but mostly been reading indies. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I've been getting into more indies as well. Fearless issue number 4 comes out. This will be the last one of this series. I'll be picking this up, be doing a review of it, and afterward, I'm probably going to give all 4 of these issues away. I'll probably send them out to somebody that might want them. Because I'm certainly not going to keep them. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting that as well. Ooh, here we go. We got some Marvel, some Future Fight First. We got Luna Snow coming out. I may do a review on this as well. This book is being written by Alyssa Wong. She's the one who just did the one that came out was it last week or 2 weeks ago? The White Fox. Was it White Fox? That I did a review of during my comic book pull list. In case you didn't check out my comic book pull list this last week, you should probably go do that, because I announced a giveaway that I'm going to be doing next week on my comic book pull list, and to get entered into that, you probably got to watch the video and find out how to do that. Ghost Spider issue number 3 is getting ready to come out. That one I'll probably do a review. I'll probably do a review of Luna Snow. Ghost Spider issue number 3 is getting ready to come out. I'm not sure how much longer this one's going to be on my comic book pull list. I've been pulling this one ever since issue number 1 of Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider came out last year during the Spider-Geddon event that had happened. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how much longer we're going to be doing that. Checkpoint says they killed their market. All the shops that closed aren't coming back. Those old dudes retired. Selling dollar books won't save them if no one can get them. They need to go back to grocery stores. I think the thing is like that's like you're talking about the big two there. That's the big two. They just need to. For me, if you ask me, they need to make some some smarter decisions. We got this right here, facsimile copy of Incredible Hulk issue number 1, getting ready to hit shelves. It's facsimile copy, $3.99. You can go check that out. The Star Wars one too. Journey to Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. But that's like the big two, like cause to me I've noticed like in the right here, Marauders issue number 1 getting ready to come out this week. I'm not sure that I'm gonna pull this one, but I'm definitely going to do a review on that one for you guys, because it's the continuation of coming out, spinning out. I actually may buy this one, spinning out of the basically Jonathan Hickman's House of X and Powers of X, kind of relaunching the X-Men and the X-World and in the Marvel universe and everything, kind of change their history a little bit, I guess you could say, somewhat. So I'll probably be doing that. Punisher Kill Crew. Has anybody been reading this? I don't know. This one came out of the War of the Realms, and I don't know. I like the Punisher that's been going on, in which Frank Castle just died recently. Yeah, in the last issue of Punisher, which is getting ready to start new. But yeah, Checkpoint. I think that's a lot. That's a lot to do with the big two. I mean, they just need to make some smart choices so they can try to bring back some readership and stuff like that, get it back up. And Kevin Feige being in charge of it all and deciding if they decide to go the route of just making the comic books from the movies into comic books and stuff like that, and doing that. They hopefully they don't do that. They need to scrap that idea if they do. This one right here, guys, Spider-Man Life Story is getting ready to come out on trade paperback this week. If you guys didn't go out and pull this while it was single issues, you need to get out and get this book. I believe it's going to be $24.99 what it's retailing for. You guys should go read this. This was written by Chip Zdarsky. The art was done by Mark Bagley. This is a good book. You guys should have read this. This is a Spider-Man story worth reading, and it came out in a time when they were really overly saturated with Spider-Mans out there in the market. Definitely go out and pick this up on trade paperback if you didn't get to read it. But yeah, I think Spider-Man Velocity. This one is from the Gamerverse. I don't know, Star Wars Strike Force issue number 2. But yeah, I think that's mostly like the big two. I mean, indies. I won't say that they're thriving and doing like great. But like for the quality of the books and the content that I've been getting out of a lot of the indies, they've been really good. They've been really good, and I think that's I'd say there's a market for that. Now these right here are Marvel's True Believers. These are again some more of the dollar comics that if you guys if you want to buy classic tales, have them for $1. You're new into reading, don't know what to do, want to support your local comic book shop for $1. Hey, you can't beat it, right? I've also got this one right here as well, getting ready to come out. X-Men as well. Let's see. Wookie Lives Matter says, what is she amazing at? Making sandwiches? Getting into trouble? Getting Spider-Man in trouble? Bitching and moaning? Rookie says, I never liked MJ. She's a biatch. Rest in peace, Gwen Stacy. Well, Gwen Stacy's alive and well in Ghost Spider. From a different universe, but she's from Earth 62. So yeah, Jane Foster Valkyrie issue number 4 is getting ready to come out. Now I gotta tell you guys, I'm not really this character. The whole thing is a little silly, but I thought issue number 3 was pretty decent. Issue number 1 and issue number 2 are. Issue number 3 was actually pretty good on this one. I don't know what's going to go on in this 4th one, but I guess we're going to find out. Dynamite Comics, we got Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica. We've also, then we're moving into Boom Studios. Checkpoint says, good old Crazy Puma. Micah L says, I have all the original Witchblade issues. How's the new series? Man, all the original Witchblade issues? Man, that's crazy, man. Okay, moving into Boom Studios, we've got this right here, Angel number 6. This is like a Buffy Angel event thing, like they're doing this like tie-in together thing they've been doing. I don't know, pretty cool. If you're into that, I don't know, let me know down in the comments below. This right here is Lumberjanes. I can't remember what issue number this is, but an issue of Lumberjanes getting ready to come out as well. And then we obviously got Steven Universe, another comic book I'm not into, don't really read that, but if you're into that, hey, cool, go for it. We also got Archie versus Predator issue number 2. That sounds interesting, right? Archie versus Predator. Ooh, right here, Aftershock Comics. This one right here, I can't wait to read right here, okay? This is Bad Reception, issue number 3. Now, I believe I just did the review and released that just here over the weekend of issue number 2 on Bad Reception. Guys, this one's pretty good. Okay, let's get here through a couple more things. He says, Checkpoint says, even Archie was on the magazine rack. Yeah, Archie's still coming out today. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Disney. Oh, yeah, you're talking about like the IDW. They've been doing a lot of that stuff. A lot of those ones right there. Coffee Breath says, only X title I'm sketchy on buying is Fallen Angels. And who's doing the writing on Fallen Angels? I can't remember. Like Excalibur has me worried. I don't know. It's Teeny Howard. I don't know. Brian Hill is doing the writing on Fallen Angels. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Brian Hill is and what he's doing. I'm going to be doing X-Men for sure. Jerry Dugan is doing Marauders, and that one doesn't sound bad because Jerry Dugan's been doing he's been doing Savage Avengers, and that's been a pretty good series. Jonathan Hickman is also doing New Mutants. I'm not sure. I may keep pulling that one as well, New Mutants, to see how that is. Because obviously New Mutants, I mean, it's probably going to be something interesting you want to pay attention to. Probably going to be a lot of hot picks in that. X-Force number 1 is done by Benjamin Percy. I have no clue who that is as well. So I don't know. I'll be doing some reviews on those regardless. But Bad Reception issue number 3 is getting ready to come out, guys. This book is really good. Basically, what's going on in this story is we've got this guy, Blaise Bordeaux Davis. He is a writer. He's a big writer. He's like a New York bestseller. He's getting married to Gaia. She is like a pop star who is also crossed over into movies and stuff like that. But what they're doing is they're doing this off the grid wedding. So they're basically going to a remote location where they're basically going to be no technology, no computers, no nothing like that. They're locking everybody's cell phones up for 24 hours while they're having the wedding and reception. That's kind of what it was. They've went out and invited some of their friends to this thing and personally invited them to this kind of getaway. And so they're basically being dropped off, and then they're going to be there for 24 hours. And then the guy who is going to fly them in, I believe it's fly them in. It might be a guy on a boat, is going to show up like 24 hours later to take them out. Well, what we find is that there's a killer somewhere out there, living out there in, just off the grid, out in the middle of nowhere. Now, what we don't know if this is man or beast. We haven't actually seen this person yet, but we've kind of seen them. I mean, it looks like it might be a one-eyed cyclops. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's probably a man beast or something. So anyway, in the first issue, that's kind of what we got was like the setup, as they're introducing our main characters and getting and them going out to invite their friends and their family to this off the grid wedding. Issue number two, the wedding ends up getting underway, and we pretty much pick up right after the wedding ceremony where Gaia's father, who is basically just got out of prison after he went and served a sentence for basically he was stealing money from her because he was her manager at some point, and she had to testify against him and everything. And I don't know, he was giving a little speech there at the very beginning of the book, and this is after the ceremony, and then they get done, they get Blaze and Gaia give a little speech, and then they all had the little after the reception afterwards. They're sitting there, having drinks and eating, getting ready to eat as the cook is out there cooking a pig over a fire. Then the we see that what happens is the first murder there actually happens as the photographer is there developing some photos, and his body ends up getting discovered by a couple of people in the story who happen to have some technology with them they're not supposed to have. And so they go and tell everybody who is sitting around the fire as the pig is cooking. The pig is roasting over the fire. They're sitting there, getting stoned, and telling stories just of growing up and everything. And we can see already just through this second issue, everybody's already kind of getting their nomophobia is kicking in, and that's something that this book is dealing with. Is called nomophobia, which is the fear of not having your phone or your technology. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. I can't wait to read Bad Reception issue number 3. Like I said, I just did drop the review for issue number 2, I believe just yesterday possibly, but it's very good, and it's on Aftershock Comics. And like I said, at 7 o'clock, this video is getting ready to premiere for my the mystery unboxing, the mystery box that I got from Aftershock Comics as well while I was at Comic-Con last weekend. And I've got the Comic-Con video that's going to be dropping very soon as well. So yeah, Bad Reception issue number 3, you guys should check that out. I also got a couple more here going on. Let's see. Coffee Breath says, Life Story was great. Yeah, Spider-Man Life Story was a really good book. A really good book. Again, Chip Zdarsky just, I don't know, he did a really cool thing. I'd like him to see them do that with more titles. This one right here kind of interests me too. This is on Red 5 Comics called Butcher Queen, and that's issue number 2, it says. I thought it said issue number 5 when I looked at previews, but yeah, Butcher Queen issue number 2, that interests me because Red 5 Comics actually has been writing a comic book that I'm somewhat interested in. Issue number 3 just came out this last week. In case you didn't check out my comic book pull list from last week, you should go check it out because I did a giveaway that I'm going to be doing next week, and to get entered in that, you got to find out how to get entered into it during the video. So you should go check it out. But Red 5 Comics, Butcher Queen issue number 2, I don't know, it's kind of interests me. Like when I find a comic book publisher that's putting out good books that I like, I want to go read more of what they're putting out, which is kind of why I bought that mystery box from Aftershock Comics. I've read several of their titles, which one I'm going to be doing a review on very soon. This one came out 2 weeks ago. That's Shoplifters Will Be Liquidated. I also need to do a review for You Are Obsolete, which is actually getting ready to release this week as well, issue number 2. Next we also got Crucified. Let's go back to that for a second. Crucified. That's issue number 5. Checkpoint says the closest comic shop to me is 50 miles away now. Oh, man. That's terrible, dude. At that point, 50 miles, I mean, you're going like if you have a pull list, you're going like what, once a month to pick them up, or just buying digitals, and to me, I don't like digitals as much. I don't feel as connected to the stories and everything. Dr. Mirage is getting ready to come out as well this week. Coffee Breath says, I'll pull Excalibur at least a few issues just for Apocalypse being in it. Yeah, certainly something to check out. We got the Eternal Thirst of Dracula #2 coming out. Going to the Chapel. This one seemed. Is this issue #2? The first one of that seemed a little bit crazy to me as well. That's on Action Lab Comics. Coffee Breath says. Mike L says. Yeah, as far as I know, there's only one comic shop in my town. Really? There's only one down there? Man, and that's in Canyon Country. I think that's, or no, that's up in Saugus then. Is that the one up in Saugus, Mike? I think it is. Coffee Breast says Butcher Queen #1 was good enough to start pulling. Okay, I'll like I said, I'll see if my comic shop gets that in and give that a read. Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast Night City #3 of 5 is getting ready to come out. Digital is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not into it. It just doesn't look as nice to me. Then here we got Xander Cannon, Kaiju Max. Kaiju Max getting ready to come out this week. I don't know. Never really heard of that. Lola, what was that? Lola XOXO is getting ready to come out. What is that? Issue #3? Is it issue #3 of that getting ready to come out this week? I haven't ever read the series Lola. Have you guys ever read Lola? Have you ever checked it out? It said Checkpoint says it feels weird to read on a tablet. It does. It does. Though I do it with, I read a lot of my digital issues. This one right here, Monday Fatality. Man, I don't know. Look at that cover though. That looks pretty sick, if you ask me. The next one coming out here is Money Shot issue #1. Now this book right here, I don't know if my comic book shop gets this one in, I'm gonna give it a read. I might buy it. If not, I'll pull it to review anyway and see if I might buy it anyway and see to give it a review, because this one they're actually doing an homage comic cover right here. But what is that the homage to? You recognize that one? What is that too? I mean, it looks like a Fantastic Four cover, if you ask me, because the font and everything they're doing right there. I'm guessing that's what it is a Fantastic Four throwback vintage one that they do. But Vault Comics is probably my favorite comic book publisher right now. They've been putting out some great comics. I think they've got I think there's 5 or 6 titles of theirs that I've been pulling, and I'm like, man, that's pretty crazy. They got 6 books going on right now out of a comic book publisher that just started publishing back in 2016. In 2016, this company started, and they've got 6 titles right now that I've been pulling, and I think they've got a few other titles out there, and they've all been good. They've been pretty decent. But this one right here, Money Shot, is basically about some scientists, some people who were out of work, needed to make some money, who basically started. They're going to space to have sex with aliens and film it and take records of it, and just to make money. All right, yeah, I don't know. So I'll probably, I don't know. We'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. I've heard, just some reviews of it, people saying it's good. So I guess we'll find out. I also got Monster World Golden Age issue #4 getting ready to come out. This one right here, No One's issue #5 getting ready to come out as well. I've been pulling this series. This one's a lot, but it's done by Jim Kruger, who has been actually writing my favorite indie title of the year, and that was Neon Future, which I will be doing a giveaway of Volume 1 of Neon Future on my 1-year anniversary. Okay, I'm going to be giving away a copy of that. I'll be releasing a video on how to get entered into that soon, but that's going to be coming up on November 29th anyway, so I've got a little bit of time. But to be entered into that, obviously you're going to have to be subscribed and stuff. But yeah, so but Jim Kruger is writing this as well. The No One's issue #5 and issue #2 and got issue #3 and issue #4. They were heavy, man. There was a lot in them. Because you're being introduced to these characters. There's somewhat kind of like a big group, kind of like the X-Men. There's a handful of them that we're getting to know and learn about throughout these issues. And basically the 2 issues I read of it were you're kind of getting those character introductions, because but I need to read issue #1 and issue #2, because they were kind of after not reading those and just getting introduced, and then I kind of, after reading issue #4, I'm like, okay, maybe they're just, each one of these issues is focusing in a little bit more on each character. But it's been pretty heavy issues, man. Pretty heavy. Something going on here. I don't know. And yeah, so I can't wait to check that one out. We also got Omni getting ready to come out. Checkpoint says, I think it is the backlight or something, and the scrolling doesn't really fit. Yeah, that's why like on mine, I usually just kind of get it to be big enough on the iPad to, I get it big enough on the iPad so it's like the full page on there, and I just usually have to scroll just up just a little bit. Um, Coffee Breath says, I like how Marvel just gives you a digital copy. That's one thing I definitely do like about the Marvel thing is they put those digital copies in all of their books. This one right here, so Source Point Press, The Rejected Dead Girl. Ooh, we'll see how that is. This one right here, another one on Vault Comics. Another one on Vault Comics, guys. That like I was just talking about Vault Comics a minute ago. Resonant issue number 4. I can't wait to read this one because Resonant is a very, 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 very good book. I've liked the series where basically this father had to leave his family, his 3 kids, he left alone in their cabin, kind of living out in the middle of nowhere, to go get medicine for his son who has a debilitating illness. He had to go travel days to get to this town to be able to get the medicine. And then it turns out he ends up getting abducted basically and taken to this island, like way, way away from his kid. And his kid's running out of medicine. His son needs this medicine. In the meantime, his kids have kind of gotten into some stuff as well as they are just there all alone. Now, 2 of his kids, one has a debilitating illness. His oldest, the daughter, as you can see, the little crutches right there in the on the cover, has is an amputee, and like I think she's an amputee. I mean, she might have been born with half a leg, but. I'm pretty sure she's been an amputee, and she's only got half a leg, so she's been running there with her little crutches and everything as well. So yeah, it's been and then the last issue, her oldest brother got into a fight, and he ended up just leaving the house, which is crazy because there's like this evil spirit, these waves that come along and take people over and get them all upset and everything. And don't worry, guys, we're getting ready to do the giveaway here in just a minute. I'm gonna announce who the winners of these videos are. Okay, let's see. So yeah, Resident issue number 2. I can't remember what the name of this one is. I can't remember. I should have looked up some of these, but yeah. Secret. This is volume 2, issue number 1 of Secret Life of Pets getting ready to come out. Ooh, another one, guys, on Vault Comics. Another one of my favorites. I've been liking Sarah and the Royal Stars. What is that? Issue number 4 getting ready to come out as well on that. And I'm telling you guys, this series has been really good. If you're like into like I would say like a medieval fantasy. This is a good one. Where Sarah, she's kind of like the leader of her army of her people there in Parsa, and she has to go out and help set these constellations, basically these royal stars, has to set them free because they're trapped on Earth. Seasons haven't been changing in her homeland, so her people are at the point of famine. They're dying. Things aren't good because the seasons haven't been changing. So she's having to go out and rescue these royal stars, and so they can return to the skies, and the seasons can change, and everything goes back to normal. And here on the cover is one of the characters we were being introduced into the very last issue. We also got Shadow's End issue number 3 getting ready to come out, and another one I still need to do a review of issue number 1 of, and that's You Are Obsolete. And again, my video that's getting ready to start here in about 7 minutes is getting ready to premiere. So after this video ends, stay here on the channel, guys. Make sure you're subscribed and click the little bell so you get notifications when I've uploaded new content. Because as soon as I get done with this video here, I'm gonna have a video premiering for my unboxing of this Aftershock Comics mystery box that I got. It's on Aftershock Comics, and You Are Obsolete issue number 2. I can't wait to read this one. This one was pretty good. Like these little kids hired this journalist who basically got canceled. Due to cancel culture, she got canceled and fired from her job, and so now she got hired by these little kids to come like do like this interview thing with them so they could show her what they're all about. It's pretty crazy. These kids are they're nuts. They're kind of scary and creepy. And yeah, whew, man, there we go, all done. Looks like we're all done there now with all the comic book previews. So let's go ahead and get into the giveaways. We'll go ahead and announce the winners for the giveaways here. Okay, guys? Now let's see. Where did I write down those names? Okay, I've got 3 of them. Okay, I've got 3 of them. Okay, here we go. The first one we have got here is for Alita Battle Angel. For Alita Battle Angel, the winner, okay, because I'm picking 3 of them. I'm picking 3 winners, okay? The first winner of Alita Battle Angel for the digital copy of Alita Battle Angel is Tara Zahn. Tara, if you would, please send me a message via, you can find all my contact information here on the channel in the About section. Just get a hold of me and I can send you the digital code out for Alita Battle Angel. Congratulations, Terrazon. You are the winner. One of the winners of my 500 subscriber contest giveaway for Alita Battle Angel is the one that you will be getting. The next one I have here is John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. And this is a digital copy. The winner of my 500 subscriber giveaway, the second winner for John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, is Kermit the Log. Kermit the Log, please make sure that you get a hold of me in the About section here on the channel. You can find all my information there and get a hold of me through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever's easiest for you. You can even send me an email so I can get you the code sent out for John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Okay, and now, folks, the final winner, the third winner of my 500 subscriber giveaway for The Secret Life of Pets 2. This movie was okay. It wasn't bad. I mean, come on, how are you going to get better than Secret Life of Pets 1, right? The winner of this is Dylan's Comic Book Rants. Dylan's Comic Book Rants. Please make sure you get a hold of me on the About section here on my channel. You can send me an email and get a hold of me through Twitter, Facebook, or even Instagram to claim your prize. That is it. That's my giveaway. Now, the thing I have to do next here is I'm going to do this unboxing. And see, I know what this is, but I'm doing this unboxing right here for you guys as well. This unboxing, because what's in here is going to be my giveaway. Also, my other giveaway on my 1-year anniversary. And that's coming up on November 29th. Okay, guys? Coming up on November 29th. We're going to do a live stream that day. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do some giveaways. I'm going to be giving away a copy of Neon Future, the trade paperback, Volume 1. I'm going to be doing that on my 1-year anniversary. But how many subscribers can we get by November 29th? Huh? How many can we get? If we're at 600 right now, can we get to 800? Can we get to 800 subscribers by November 29th? I think we can. I think we can. So look out for the announcement that's getting ready to come up on very soon how to get entered into the giveaway for that trade paperback of Volume 1 of Neon Future on Impact Theory Comics. And you should go check out some of my reviews that I've done on those. I think I've reviewed pretty much every issue except for number 6, which I was going to do kind of combined in, this whole thing with this trade paperback, which I'll probably do all together. But yeah, you guys should go check them out. I've got them on a playlist here, Neon Future. Okay, so here's another prize that I'm going to be giving away. One of the other prizes I'm going to give away on that 1-year anniversary as well is a copy of X-Men Dark Phoenix. But what was in the box here was Spider-Man Far From Home. Yeah, so I'm going to be giving away a copy of Spider-Man Far From Home as well when I hit my 1-year anniversary here on the channel. That's on November 29th. Be looking for a video, guys. Be looking out for a video coming up probably here this week where I'll tell you guys how to get entered into the giveaway on my 1-year anniversary for a copy of X-Men Dark Phoenix, for a copy of Spider-Man Far From Home, for a copy of Volume 1 of Neon Future on Impact Theory Comics. It is my favorite indie title of the year. So I think you guys should make sure that you tune in for that. And I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that at all. So, yeah, that's all I've got for this video, folks. Like I said, make sure that you're subscribed. Please make sure you're subscribed here on the channel so you know anytime I've uploaded a new video or anytime I plan on doing a live video. I do live videos pretty much every single day of the work week, Monday through Friday, at 8 a.m. for about an hour, flapping my gums about movies, and that is called the Morning Movie Chat. I am looking to get guests on here, so if you know somebody who is free to chat for about an hour in the mornings, Monday through Friday, let me know who those people might be. I also do the Trailer Park Live here on Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so check your local listings, because that's where I'm a little more unfiltered, a little more uncensored. I'm getting ready to go, guys. I'm going to go have some dinner, but I'm getting ready to premiere this video here in just a few seconds, okay? So make sure that you're subscribed and go check out this video getting ready to premiere here in just a few minutes. Right here on the channel. Okay, so you got to subscribe and click that little bell. That's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel today. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed and click the little bell so you get notifications anytime I've uploaded new content. And if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you dislike it, feel free to give it a thumbs down. It's all good. But more importantly, make sure that you share this video with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Go out and support your local comic book shop. Happy reading, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.